Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your August 2023 general reading, a mid-month general reading. We are looking at the last half of August, and this reading is for the twins, the air sign of Gemini. I hope everyone's doing well. As always, my gratitude for all that you do in support of this channel. Liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that like button really does help move our channels along. Those of you who reach out for personal readings, who refer and recommend, who comment, or just simply taking the time to watch the videos on this YouTube channel. It is all greatly appreciated. Thank you. Okay, Gemini, if your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign is in Gemini, this video is for you. If you're cross-watching for a Gemini, this video is also relevant. It's a general reading, which means that it'll resonate a little differently for everyone, the little details and specifics, but the general energy, the fundamental energy remains the same. But if you know your sun, moon, rising, Venus, watch them as well for any additional insight and perspective. And if you find something really does get you, it really does resonate with you, you're like, that's for me, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading and taking a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you the same day with more information. I do offer a pretty wide variety of readings in all areas of life, of all different types and lengths, and for all budgets. There's something for everybody in there. And I do readings full-time. It's all that I do. So scheduling of personal readings is done in a fairly timely fashion as well. So if you're interested, just email me. You can click on the description link or the title of this video to also see that email address. Okay, Gemini, let's move right into this and see what the last half of August looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. We begin by walking away. We begin with the Eight of Cups. Leaving, walking away, leaving something behind that perhaps has proven to be unsatisfying, unfulfilling. With the Two of Coins, a crossroads, making a choice to leave, basically, or not. You know, in the Eight of Cups, they may have thought that whatever these cups represented or held was going to be everything that they wanted. But either they've run through it and it hasn't proved to be what they thought it would be, or it's just something has simply run its course. They're turning their back and leaving to go in search of the next card, right? Which is the Nine of Cups, which is wishes granted, getting what you want. So there's a choice here, which almost every situation in life kind of boils down to that. Judgment, the big choice card. You're being called. There's a chance here, an opportunity, maybe for some of you a second chance. What are you going to do? Judgment. The consequences are usually long-lasting, if not permanent, meaning if you choose to take a different path, do something different than you have before, choose to take a different path, it will probably change your life. If you choose not to, well, whatever happens or doesn't happen if you choose not to also is fairly long-lasting, if not permanent. I feel like you're being given an opportunity here to go in a different direction. With Judgment, we have the Empress, the boss lady, the divine feminine, beautiful, sensual, femininity, conception, fertility, starting new things, being looked at and treated like the Empress. Judgment and the Empress, this is like making a significant, probably life-altering choice that honors who you are as the Empress, regardless of your gender. Next, we have the Six of Swords, a card of healing. The worst is behind you, and you are now sailing into better waters. Not quite to that other shore on solid ground yet, but definitely heading there. Healing is always a transitional period. It has up and down days, particularly in the beginning of it. But again, you have to leave something behind, right? And there's healing here. So that leaving behind may be challenging for some of you. With the Five of Swords, a hard-won victory, but a victory that comes from knowing what you know, knowing what's best, knowing what you want, and not giving up for it, even if it's difficult or painful, even if it means cutting out people, places, and situations as well. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy, which makes perfect sense, is the Fool. Now, the Fool has the 0 because it's the beginning of a whole new tarot cycle. Now, one cycle of the tarot, it's not your whole life. We go through many different cycles in our life of the tarot. From the Fool to the World, and all the cards in between represent a chapter in your life, or a set of chapters, until you get to the end, the World card, where you've reached, one of life's milestones, and you go in a different direction and you start a new chapter or set of chapters on your life, which is where the Fool comes in, a whole brand new journey. It's stepping out into the unknown, taking a risk, getting out of your comfort zone, trusting in the path in front of you, even if you have no idea how it's going to turn out, which can be a little nerve-wracking, right? But that's the theme. That's the general theme and focus of the last half of August for you, Gemini. So let's clarify that overall energy of the Fool. It feels like it's contemplation energy, although some of you may be acting on this towards the end of August or beginning of September. Clarify the Fool. Ace of Cups, the heart opening up again, a renewal of hope and faith, new love and romance for some of you. The Seven of Cups, the Seven of Swords, secretly considering the different possibilities and potentials, options and opportunities out there. Again, it might be new love and romance. For some of you, you might be leaving a relationship behind in order to explore a new one or new options or possibilities. Regardless of how you look at it, it's looking at the different opportunities and options that are available to start off in a whole brand new different direction, although it looks like you're not maybe really talking about it too much right now, or you're being strategic about it. Let's clarify that Eight of Cups, leaving, walking away. Four of Cups, an offer or opportunity, but you're looking at it, not quite sure, should I take it or not? The Eight of Swords, feeling a bit bound, feeling a bit trapped, but it's reasons and excuses that we give ourselves, because swords, the suit of swords is governed by the element of air, and the element of air governs our intellectual landscape, meaning what goes on in our heads, our belief systems, our ideologies, our perspectives. So this person is like, I'm held hostage, I'm trapped, I can't make any positive changes, I can't free myself from whatever it is that you want to leave behind with that Eight of Cups. But swords represent ideas or belief systems. So that's what's actually keeping you there. It's your own. When the Eight of Swords shows up, it's our own self-limiting beliefs that are keeping us stuck, and the excuses and justifications because we're afraid to start off in a brand new direction of the Fool. Here's that World card here, that last major arcana card. So yeah, perhaps there's an offer or opportunity for some of you, but it's going to represent ending a significant chapter or set of chapters in your life that have been significant, and that's kind of scary, right? So it's like giving yourself reasons not to, but thinking about it nonetheless. Clarify Two of Coins, choice, although we don't really have to because it's already with the Eight of Cups. We know the choice is about leaving or staying. Oh yeah, the Eight of Cups again, leaving behind. The Five of Swords again, even if you have to cut out people, places, and situations, even if that's difficult. Let's move on to Judgment and the Empress. Sorry, I was just kind of lost in the channeling there. Ten of Swords, realizing Ten of Swords tends to represent cycle endings. Now this can represent feeling betrayed or stabbed in the back, or perhaps maybe leaving something or someone behind might make somebody else feel this way. But it's swords, remember, mental. So it's really about coming to the sometimes painful realization that something is either done or it's never going to be what you want it to be, which leaves you with a choice, right? The Knight of Swords, Spirit here is saying, be decisive, be action-oriented, move forward on this. There is some kind of opportunity here. The Six of Swords, again, healing. It's an opportunity for healing. The Empress. The Knight of Cups. Interesting, we have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. An offer driven by love, support, encouragement, caring. Might be a love romance offer, might be a love offer for some of you. The Star, renewal of hope, faith, and optimism after perhaps a time period where you were in despair that what you really wanted was ever going to come around again. But again, significant choice here. And it looks like separating yourself from whatever it is you're attached to move forward on this looks difficult for a lot of you. And it's a general reading, so the intensity may vary. Let's clarify Six of Swords, Five of Swords. Healing and a hard-won victory. The Lovers, a relationship choice. We do have a fair amount of love here, love, emotional energy here. So for some of you, it may be about a relationship because this also represents choice. Now, it might be between two people. It might be it might be between three people, like a third-party situation, choosing between two people. It might just be about whether you guys decide if you stay together or don't stay together. It might be in another area of life which impacts the relationship. It might be just if you're single and open and available, or whether you were thinking about it or not. It might just be an opportunity, but it might be with the soulmate energy there as well. The High Priestess. Knowing what you know, your intuition kind of drawing you down this path. Nine of Cups, knowing that it is your wish fulfillment. Let's take a look at that Five of Swords. You know this is the best path for you. Even though, again, walking away and separating has its issues. Okay, clarifying this hard-won victory, meaning you may have to cut people, places, and situations out to move forward. But it puts you on the path towards your wish fulfillment. And I think there is already an offer and opportunity on the table coming in for you here. Five of Wands and the Devil. But the reason that it makes the Five of Swords a hard victory is the difficulty is in separating yourself from something that had a fair amount of conflict, maybe going around the same thing over and over again anyway. But with the Devil card energy, the Devil, there's always an aspect of temptation and allurement. It's like maybe it's something that's grown to be unhealthy, but it still pulls at you. It still draws you. That's why the Devil often shows up for toxic things or addictive things, because it's not a healthy energy per se, especially with the Five of Wands. It's just going, and both of these cards are cyclical, meaning they just go around and around and around and around and around. It's a situation which isn't going to resolve itself. You already realize that it's not. But again, with the Devil card, there is that temptation. It just pulls at you, right? It's difficult to break, and that's why clarifying the Five of Swords, a hard-won victory. Breaking unhealthy cycles is not easy. If it was, it wouldn't show up as the Devil card, right? All right, let's end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit for Gemini, last half of August 2023. Seven of Wands, don't give up. Keep pushing forward. This is, I know what I know. I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to compromise. It's a great energy to go along with the High Priestess, which is a card of intuition. I'm not going to give up because I know what I know. I know what my intuition is telling me. The Chariot, success on a difficult path, perseverance, determination, willpower wins the day. The Three of Wands, building for a very hopeful, positive, bright, optimistic future. And Death, which represents final endings, but transformations, because birth always follows death. Beginnings always follow endings. In fact, in the ending, in that death, in that ending is always that transformative seed, which births new changes and new paths. So it's quite clear Spirit is kind of supporting you going towards this new thing, even though breaking some kind of unhealthy attachment or something you obviously have history with will probably not be easy, but it puts you on that path. It puts you on that path. It's healing. It's bright. It's healing. It's full of love and joy and abundance. So I'll just leave it there. Gemini, those are your messages. Kind of an intense reading. Those are your messages for the last half of August 2023. I hope that you found them useful, helpful, that they resonated with you, or gave you some food for thought. Again, if this is something that resonated with you, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading, or information about that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking the description link or the title of this video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the September, God, I can't believe it's September already, September general readings. Until then, I hope that you stay safe and well and happy, and that I see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.